President Trump made news this morning with the claim that he could pardon himself. He made news several days ago when he pardoned our next guest, conservative author and filmmaker Dinesh D'Souza, who tweeted recently about it, writing, quote, "Obama and his stooges tried to extinguish my American dream and destroy my faith in America. Thank you, @Real Donald Trump, for fully restoring both." D'Souza pleaded guilty in 2014 to campaign finance fraud in connection with an illegal contribution to the 2012 Senate campaign of a person named Wendy Long. He was found to be using straw donors to circumvent campaign finance laws. He was sentenced to 5 years probation, which included the first 8 months of that probation in a community confinement center. He had to submit to drug testing, community service. He was also required to participate in weekly therapeutic counseling by a licensed therapist. D'Souza was also fined $30,000. Dinesh D'Souza joins us now. Thanks so much for being with us. Appreciate it. I want to ask you about the tweet that you wrote. I'm just wondering, what proof do you have that the Obama administration tried to, in your words, extinguish your American dream? Because, to be clear, you did plead guilty. You said that you knew what you were doing was against the law, correct?
Well, you have to look at the context of this, Anderson, because let's remember that just weeks before all this went down, I released a movie in the theater, 2,000 theaters, about Obama. And in this movie, it wasn't just a critique of his policies. I was in Kenya at his family homestead. I interviewed his brother in a slum in Nairobi. It was a very emotionally damaging movie to Obama. And the president was very upset by it. And I'm not just speculating. I know this because he was regularly denouncing me on his own website, barackobama.com. So when that happens, and then a few weeks later, the FBI comes banging on your door. Now, look, I admit that I broke the law. And I admit, and in fact, I demand that I receive the same penalty as everyone else who does what I did. But the key point here is that no American in this country's history has been prosecuted, let alone locked up, for doing what I did. Typically, these cases are prosecuted when there's corruption involved, some sort of quid pro quo, or somebody commits a repeat offense. They do it all the time. And so for these reasons, I became suspicious that part of the reason I was being targeted was because I did something very upsetting to a very narcissistic president.